Alright, what is up, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Alex, and if you're new here, please consider subscribing down below. I noticed I have a few new subscribers. I think a couple of you clicked the subscribe button, so thank you to those new ones. I really appreciate the support. And if more of you would click that red subscribe button, I'd be very happy. So please, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing down below. Obviously, I've been gone for a little bit. I had some finals to deal with and some other stuff, but now I'm done. I'm on winter break. I had a full month or so of time off from school, so I'm just planning to do some YouTube, have some fun with Teggy and stuff like that. But anyways, of course, a couple things happened in the past couple weeks that I think I'm going to talk about that affect me because I want to talk about them. First and foremost, I think the one thing everyone's mind that follows sports that I follow, Formula One, Max Verstappen is officially the 2021 Formula One World Champion. Woohoo! Honda Power, which now officially becomes Red Bull Powertrains. Yippee. But obviously, I do drive a Honda of sorts. So yeah, I'm pretty happy a Honda beat a Mercedes. But yeah, congratulations to Max. But I will say this, the season has been very exciting. Lewis and Max both deserve to win. Regardless of the outcome, they both are very good drivers and both deserve to win. And I've said this before, I'll say it again. I don't hate Lewis, but I just like Max a little more. And he won, so of course I'm happy. Woohoo! But yeah, and I will say this to all the people out there that, are Formula One fans, but are hating on Verstappen or hating on Lewis. You can't blame Max for the actions of the FIA and what Michael Masi chose to do. So, so why are you hating on him? He's not the one that decided to do whatever the heck happened there, right? Lewis and Max were both drivers under control of their team, and Red Bull obviously made the better strategy call than Mercedes. And they took advantage of the rules that Masi had laid out, so they took better advantage and they won the championship, so kudos to them for winning, right? I'm not going to say Lewis was robbed. I definitely think Max deserved to win it, but, take what I say with a grain of salt because I am kind of biased towards Red Bull and Honda. But, you know what I mean? Like, just take it with a grain of salt, I'm not going to say, I'm not going to say, Max definitely deserved to win. No, they both deserved to win. Just one team made a better strategy call than the other they made a better strategy call in the developing situation. I'll put it that way. Red Bull definitely took advantage of it better than Mercedes. And I'm going to leave it at that. I'm happy Max won, and rightfully so. Of course, people are going to get into the whole Baku situation in Silverstone, but, whatever, okay? That you can't change the past. Max won. Let's leave it at that, okay? I'm not going to... If any of you have an opinion about this, comment it down below, but my opinion is Max and Red Bull took advantage of the strategy and the situation better than Mercedes, and that is why they won. But the other thing, I hate to admit this. I'll be the first to admit. Okay, I shouldn't have done this, but I'll admit that I did it, and I feel really bad about it. But I hadn't checked the fluids on Teggy for like a year, or like at least 8 months. Okay, and it's because of quarantine and everything. I haven't been driving her as much. I was like, the fluids must be fine, so I didn't check her fluids for a while, which, idiot me, right? So, a couple weeks ago, I finally checked all the fluids when I went to work, right? And I was driving back. It was like 10 o'clock at night, and it's been really cold in California lately. Now, I know what you East Coast people are going to say, 50 degrees is not that cold. This is California, okay? 50 degrees is pretty cold to me, okay? I mean, it's 58 degrees right now, and look, I'm wearing a sweater and everything, okay? But anyways, so I'm driving home from work, and I turn Teggy on, right? I turn her on, right? And the oil light starts blinking at me, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird. So I thought, okay, maybe it's because it's cold, right? So my oil is kind of, it's a little thick, right? A little thick with like 2 C's, right? And the oil pump can't get it through the system. So I was like, okay, that's what it is, right? But then, so I was like, I kind of researched into it a little more. They're like, maybe your oil pump is going bad. Maybe, your oil's too thick. All these different things, right? I'm like, oh. Okay, so I asked my dad, right, because my dad had the car before me. He's like, oh yeah, I never really took care of Teggy. I just took her to a shop and they put whatever the hell oil they put into her. So I'm like, okay, so maybe her oil is too thick, right? So I go check the dipstick, right? You know how much oil is on the dipstick? Like literally, like it's literally like this much. Like it's only like the bottom part of the dipstick. Like let me draw you a diagram here, okay? Excuse my non-Picasso drawing skills, okay? But basically, this was the dipstick, right? I'm gonna draw the little first circle. This is not to scale, okay? The darkened part is pretty much how much oil was on the dipstick when I went to check the oil dipstick. I'm like, oh my god, dude. I don't know how long Teggy's been burning oil, but she clearly burned through like 2 freaking quarts or something, right? She's a 1.8 liter. She burned. It takes 4 quarts of oil, dude. She burned through like 2 quarts of oil. What the heck, dude? So I went out and I bought some Mobile One, Red Bull sponsor. Red Bull Mobile One. I bought some Mobile One for her, which probably wasn't the best thing, but there was like a high mileage protection, and I was like, okay, what the heck, might as well work, right? So put some Mobile One in her. Oil is pretty much back to where it is, more or less. But then, like before I did that, I accidentally overfilled her, and I had to drain some out, and whatever, right? And then so that was one thing. And then a couple days ago, I forgot to film this because I don't know what happened. I just forgot to film it. But I changed out her. I changed out the tranny fluid. Right, this one I got right. But the only problem was I didn't have a transmission fluid funnel. The really long one, the little bendy straw looking thing. I didn't have one of those, so I had to go and I kind of fashioned my own. So I took like a really tiny funnel, and I took a medium-sized funnel. And I put the medium-sized funnel into the transmission dipstick hole. And I took a pump that we have at home. It's like a little tube that you basically kind of squeeze it. You kind of squeeze it. You kind of squeeze it, and the oil kind of goes through. But I didn't have to do it because as long I was standing tall enough, high enough that I could pour the oil in and it went through. But I put in I put in the right amount. I drained about 2.9 quarts or liters or whatever the heck they measured in, and I put in about that much, like a little less. I checked the bottle. It was at like 2.894 or whatever. It was like a little bit above the 100 quart line. So I didn't exactly put in 2.9, but I put in like around there. But yeah, before I drained the transmission fluid though, it was kind of like it looked pink, but then I compared it to like fresh transmission fluid, if that makes sense. And I compared it, and like it was kind of turning orange, and I was kind of okay, maybe I gotta I gotta change this out. But Teggy was shifting fine when I got her warmed up, but like when you initially started her up, it was getting really rough, and then like I think some of the gears were getting really rough, so I was like, okay, maybe I gotta change it out a little bit, So I changed it out. Why don't I show you so you don't think I'm a liar? I'm gonna show you the oil I took out. Hold on. All right, so yeah, I drained oil. It's in the garage. Now don't judge me because I didn't exactly have a I didn't have any old bottles of like transmission fluid, like any empty bottles, so I kind of just put in whatever bottle I could find. And let's see where it is. I don't want to lock myself. Okay, there we go. So I ended up putting it into a Lysol bottle, and you can kind of see like transmission fluid shouldn't be this dark. And yeah, okay, see, look, old trans, although it's kind of rubbing off, but yeah, transmission fluid shouldn't be this dark. And like you can kind of see it's like orangish color. Like I don't know how well it's coming across on the camera, but yeah, I had to change out the oil. And in case you think I'm lying, right here is the box of Honda genuine oil, if you can see it. But yeah, so anyway, you think I'm lying, here's the pump I use, and there's some kind of transmission fluid sitting down there. I couldn't get all of it out, obviously, because some of the oil gets like stuck on like the, what do you call it, it's stuck on the inner edge of the pump. But basically, yeah, I changed out her transmission fluid, and I'm happy to report she runs great now. A little smoother, of course. My engine will never be like completely smooth right now, just because, as I had stated in one of my earlier videos, Teggy does have one cylinder with low compression, and I believe it was cylinder 2. So cylinder 2 has low compression, so my engine's not like really like smooth. It's not really smooth, you know what I mean? But it's smooth enough that it's like it's not vibrating the steering wheel when I'm sitting there in neutral. So that's pretty much where I sit with Teggy. Coilovers, I've been looking into some. I know I've been saying this for a while, I'm sorry guys, but I just don't feel comfortable spending like, that much money on a set of coils. I found some on Amazon, they're like $200, and I'm kind of debating if I should get those or not. But then my problem is that where I live, the streets are really uneven and there's like huge divots. So my problem is if I lower Teggy, right, which she already scrapes on those parts of the road. If I put them on, if I put coils on Teggy, right, and she's lowered, and she's gonna scrape even more now, which is even a bigger problem. So that's why I've been so like reluctant to get coils. I don't know if I want to, if you know what I mean. Like the roads here are crap enough already. If I put coils on her, the roads here are rough enough already when she's stock. If I put coils on her and she's lowered, just imagine the damage I would do to her underside. You know what I mean? Like, that's my problem. But yeah, that's where I stand. And also, I forgot to. I was thinking just about this just now. When I was changing transmission fluid, okay, I was trying to get the drain plug off. Oh my god, why do mechanics make the drain bolts so tight, dude? Like, oh my god, why are they on there so tight? Like, dude, don't worry, I got it off. I didn't have to drill or anything. I used the jack that, the emergency jack Teggy comes with, and I just, drain like 2 quarts of oil. Tranny takes like 5. I know Tranny takes like 5.9 or whatever, but I'm not gonna flush out everything in the torque converter and whatnot. So 2.9 just to change it, keep it a little fresh, and then I also refill brake and power steering fluid, and that's about it. That's pretty much all that's happened to Teggy. Also, this kind of pissed me off when I was doing the oil change. Why do mechanics put the bolts on so damn tight with impact guns? Like, dude, do I look like the Hulk? Like, oh my god, dude. But yeah, like I was saying, I just used the jack, got it off. But yeah, oh my god. That took way too long to do. But, yeah, if you haven't already, like I said earlier, please consider subscribing by clicking the red subscribe button down below. We're almost at 40 subscribers, so, if you would click that for me, I'd greatly appreciate it. But, yeah, sorry I've been gone. It's pretty much nothing I have to say to you guys. I know you guys are like itching with anticipation for my videos, so sorry I've been gone. Some stuff just came up and, a bunch of stuff happened. Oh! Depending on when I finish editing this and when I post this, actually, no, wait, okay, yeah. This is kind of why I've been so reluctant to make videos. Actually, no, I'm not reluctant. Sorry, that's not the word. This is why I've been taking so long. For Christmas, my uncle, who shall remain unnamed, but if you're watching this, thank you. He got me some new editing software, which is from Filmora. Filmora X, if you're wondering. If you didn't notice, my last thumbnail looked pretty good. I'm not going to say it was, like, great. It was pretty crappy. You probably couldn't see the text that said, like, thoughts on my thoughts on the 2022 prototype. But he gave me some new editing software. I've been kind of, like, trying to figure out how to use it. Because, editing software compared to Microsoft Movie Maker is, like, 2 completely different animals. So I've been trying to, like, kind of, like, fiddling around with it. Trying to figure out, all the different things and all the features it comes with. So, I've been trying to figure it out. But, yeah. That's kind of why I've been a little, like, slow on the videos lately, Because Filmora X has so many features that I got to figure it out. So, I'm sorry, okay? I'm still learning how to do this. This is obviously... I'm not exactly, they didn't exactly crap me out of video editing YouTube or camp, you know what I mean? So, I'm not exactly the stereotypical YouTuber. But, hey, I'm learning, and I'm trying to make my videos better for you guys. So if you guys do like the new videos and the editing, please leave a like. And please comment down below, and please subscribe. Please. I greatly appreciate your support. But, that being said, depending on when this is edited and posted, merry belated or delayed Christmas to all of you guys that are watching this. And oh, hold on. It's not Christmas without the hat, right? So yeah. If you guys enjoyed the video, like I said, please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you hopefully. Hopefully you'll be seeing this during or around Christmas. But if you do not, spam me with comments saying get my video out. But that's about it. I'll see you guys the next time I make a video. See you guys soon.